I'd like to welcome our second and final to the stage. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew Agapor.
Thanks for having me. Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. I know that there's a schedule, there's things to do, but I just want to pause so you can take in how amazing this is. This is like incredible.
Well, thank you, sir.
Just give it up for Alan. So happy to be here.
I'm very proud. We don't have any sponsors yet, so if you'd like to sponsor, please let us.
Sponsored by water.
Yeah, it's everywhere. That's the tagline.
That's good. I like that.
Sell itself.
Yeah, I like
So, everything going well?
Yeah, things are good. Yeah, I'm a grad student at UNC Chapel Hill. I'm also a comedian at DSI.
DSI, where's DSI?
DSI is on Franklin Street. We just moved to a new location. I have a lot of fun there as a stand-up, which is where I met you, and I also do improv there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually lied. I know where DSI is. We had the owner on in a couple weeks, so
Oh, sweet.
that was my
It's one of those
lead-in.
leading questions.
Oh, DSI, what is that? Yeah,
That's great.
That's awesome. So, you have any shows coming up?
I do. You can catch me at 10 o'clock after a little bit after this show. I'll be down there doing Mr. Diplomat. It's an improvised show.
Awesome.
We have local celebrities tell stories, then we improvise based on those stories.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. Tonight's guest is Clint Stevenson, who is a food scientist. I think he smashes up fish and uses the guts to make science. That's what he does. I don't know.
So he's like a smart Gallagher?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Smashes
yeah.
things like, well, this is actually what this is.
Yeah, if instead of watermelons getting all over middle-aged people, it's food feeding the masses. That would be the difference.
Wow.
Should be cool.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked in the food industry?
I have. My parents are in the food industry.
Really?
They're restaurateurs. My first job was not at one of their restaurants. I decided to break out on my own and work at a CC's Pizza. I don't know.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Especially if I were to talk about that place, they would not want to sponsor this show.
Well, surely you have a lot of great stories, right? I mean,
Yeah.
what was the most popular dish at CC's Pizza?
The most popular dish was interestingly enough our salad bar. Salad bar is very
CC's
popular.
has a salad bar.
It has a salad bar. It's quite well known, at least with our regulars down in Charleston, South Carolina. And there were two ingredients that were the favorites that you'd always have to restock over and over and over. That was ranch dressing, which that's fair, that's delicious.
Love it.
And
Salad topping.
yeah, exactly. And bacon bits, always refilling that. And the reason that we'd have to refill those two items all the time was because people ate that as their salad. Those two ingredients, multiple regulars, that was their salad.
That was the whole salad.
Yeah, they would just pile on a whole plastic plate full of bacon bits, and then they'd top it with ranch dressing. And then they would go and they would eat that as their salad before pizza. And at first I was like, well, it's like paleo, right? It's meat. I'm sure there's ranch dressing in the ancient paleo times. But what really blew my mind is when I went to the walk-in freezer and I was hanging out there. I would actually hang out back there and sit on this trash can that we kept the croutons in. You could just sit on the trash can and cool down. I don't know why we kept
Cooling out on the croutons.
Yeah, on the
It's a good rap
crouton
album.
garbage. I was looking at the box that the bacon bits came in, and it listed the ingredients. There are two ingredients.
There are two ingredients,
Only-
so not one, bacon.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Just
two.
Vegetable oil and flavorings. Like artificial flavorings.
So you're telling me that there's no meat, like it's not bacon
Nope.
in these things.
Yeah, just vegetable oil and some type of chemical bacon flavor that this guest tonight maybe has made before. And so what that means is that their salad consisted of vegetable oil and flavorings. That's all that's in ranch dressing as well. That was really gross. That was super gross. And I worked there for like 3 months, and I knew that I couldn't be there anymore. It was too much. It also felt like too much like what America is to work at CC's. Because the way that CC's works is you rent a really cheap storefront, and you input the cheapest ingredients that you can possibly find that are still fit for human consumption, and you put in cheap labor from teenagers, and then all the money just goes straight up to the corporations. So I feel like it's a modern day Ellis Island, like the new symbol of how America works. It was really depressing to be a part of that machine. This is supposed to be a nice show. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. But yeah, so that was my first job.
I'll be honest, I'm hungry. I want some vegetable oil and flavoring.
Hey,
That drives me crazy, actually. When you look at something, you try to see the ingredients, and the ingredients say natural flavor or just flavoring. Is there a farm just making flavors? It's just like a little tube. It's like, oh, there's orange. All right. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a chemical? I'm curious, though. Seeing as CC's, you said it was like America, right?
Uh-huh.
Is it just like, I guess their symbol should be just a fat eagle? Just like an overweight, like bald eagle just sitting at the top of the CC's breathing heavily?
Yeah. Yeah, and it gorges on all the thrown away artificial flavorings.
Yeah.
That's how it gets fat. I like that. Yeah, that's
He doesn't fly anymore because, it's basically a penguin.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I say that as a proud American. I'm very happy to be an American because I would eat that eagle, and I think it's. Yeah, that's great.
So you're studying what at UNC?
I am in the Department of Religious Studies, and so I study. It's funny. I say that to people, and they're like, "Oh, you must, know a lot about God, or you must be religious." And I don't know a lot at all about it. I got into studying religion because I figured, well, I don't want to narrow my interests, and religion seems to be everywhere, so I can just study whatever I want. And I kind of discovered that's kind of true. You can really study anything, which is what's great. But I don't know anything about, like, Christianity. I wasn't raised Christian. Oh, no.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
Because I have a test about the Bible.
Oh, no.
You guys want to hear me quiz Andrew about the Bible? Yeah? All right.
All right. I was raised Muslim. I do not study Christianity, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get every single answer right. I'm going to be optimistic. This is the Alex
That's
Sanders
good.
show.
Yeah.
All right,
This
let's
is
do
an
it.
optimistic show. Bald eagles and being fat. It's full
That's
of
half of
optimism.
Christianity right
That
there.
All right, so we've lost like a third of everyone now. This is good. This is good. All right.
This life? Oh, it is. Okay.
He's too beautiful to be mad. You're going to get mad at him. That smile is amazing. All right. Number one. I'm going to give you the question and then give you 4 answers. You pick the right one, okay?
Okay.
Number one, how many books are in the Bible? Is it 90 Catholic and 92 Protestant? 73, 36, 34, 40, or both at 54?
I'm going to say both at 54 because everyone is equal and the world is beautiful.
This is religion. No one's equal. So it's 73, 33. It's 73, 66.
Wait, break that down again? That's the
There are
difference?
73 books in the Catholic Bible and 66 in the Protestant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, different discrepancies about what counts.
Dead Sea
Yeah.
Scrolls.
It's like canon. It's like the Marvel universe, That's how I
It's the
understand
first
it.
thing I thought of, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number two, which of the following quotes is actually in the Bible? There's only one. Okay, number one, God works in mysterious ways. Number two, money is the root of all evil. Number three, I can do everything through him who gives me strength. Or 4, God helps those who help themselves.
I know it's not the last one because that seems like a super capitalistic idea, and Jesus was a hippie. I'm gonna say number 2.
Number 2, money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, because Jesus.
Incorrect.
Oh no! What's the right one?
I can do everything through him who gives me strength.
I can do everything through him who gives me strength. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's a good. That's a good.
I actually guessed that one too because
Yeah.
it sounded like really weird. Like I feel like they're trying to say something, but they're not
I
saying
thought
it.
that sounded too
Yeah.
fancy, too
Yeah.
too modern.
Yeah. You ready for number 4? Number 3. Number 3.
Oh man. Okay.
How long did God spend creating the heavens and the earth? 1 week, 7 hours, 6 days, or 1,000 years?
So that depends on your view of labor politics and whether a day off counts as the work week. So my politics, I'm going to say 7 days, but technically I think it was 6 because he took a day off. But I think he
I'm gonna give you
deserved
the
it.
point.
He
I'm gonna
earned
give you the
that.
point.
Yeah,
It's
he
6
earned
days.
it. Yeah,
It's
6 days. But then,
yeah.
we try to get rid of the weekend. He earned that. So it took 7 days.
At CC's, you work 8 days a week?
No, I worked 1 day a week so they didn't have to give me health insurance.
America! All right. Number 4 out of 5. From what did God create Eve? Dust of the earth, Adam's rib, an apple, or the Bible does not specify?
Rib.
The rib.
Meat.
The Adam McRib.
Yeah.
All right.
Rib. It came back, too.
Yeah. It did come back. All right.
What's interesting about that is I'm sure it was like a metaphor. I'm sure that they didn't think that, because you'd have to be able just to be like, count it, it's the same. If you were to have a wife who you were allowed to touch there, you would figure out that there's the same number of ribs. Just spitball. Just say it.
I don't think in the Garden of Eden they did a lot of foreplay.
This is getting so dirty so quick. Yeah. The first show was clean. My grandma loved it. This show, I'm sorry. Nina, I'm sorry. Okay? All right, your fifth and final question.
Okay,
before we wrap up out of here, what did Adam and Eve eat that caused God to expel them from Eden? An apple, a snake, a fig, or a piece of fruit?
That's interesting. The story is apple, but historians think that it's most likely a translation of figs, because that was what was around back in Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
So the answer is A and C. Mic drop edit sound. Add that in later.
Completely wrong.
Oh
no! Completely wrong. It is a piece of fruit, because Genesis 3 does not specify what the fruit was.
Oh, really?
So you got 1 out of 5.
Okay, so that mic drop sound, reverse it.
Hi, guys. Awesome.
I like option B, though, eating the snake. I think that's much more metal.
That's alpha. Alpha move.
Just have a bite of this apple, just biting the head off the snake. Like, Ozzy Osbourne, you're Adam.
No more evil.
No more evil.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Andrew, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
You've been wonderful.
Thank you both.
Everyone, please, Andrew Agapor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Jake.
Well, it's the Alex Banning Show. It's the Alex Banning Show. We got laughs and jokes for all you folks. It's the Alex Banning Show. Well, it's the Alex Banning Show. It's the Alex Banning Show. We got games and fun for